Good morning back here at the set of It's a Great Day for Business Atlanta. And the theme of this show is, are you a part of the conventional forces or the elite special forces? We all see things differently, and now's our time for members to give a little bit about what they think about this topic today. Good morning. What do you think about this topic today?
Well, personally, I really think that the topics that you and Todd talked about were very important, especially for me. I'm prior military, so I know how to be on time, but I do always seem to have an excuse to sleep in, or, traffic, or tired, or a headache, and it just lets me know that, I need to step my game up. But also, when it comes to being a part of the elite, I feel like in some ways that I am, because I always encourage people to continue learning about your craft. Add onto it. Don't just be good, be great. Don't just sit there, be better. And also by allowing myself to be around positive people, people who want the same things that I want, I think that it propels me further. And also it makes me want to grow, makes me want to do better. So in that aspect, I feel like I'm part of the elite because I don't want to keep up with the Joneses. I want to be the Joneses.
Great information. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Liz.
Hey, so Matt, what do you think about the theme today? What is your spin on being a part of either the conventional forces or the elite special forces?
Well, Lewis, to understand a little bit where I'm coming from, I was a builder-developer for 20 years. And I was successful in that, and I didn't want to be average. But the banks, they quit loaning money, which put me out of business. Am I just going to go and cry or just be average and get a job? No, I'm going to be back up on top, is what I've always done. And so with that, this company that I am working with, it literally is taking, if you think of it, in the last 100 years, we've been in the industrial age. And the internet is the way of the future. We're in the information age. And so that's what I've had to do, is I had to say, okay, I've been more in the traditional business world, but I've got to be up with the times. So I'm internet marketing, and I teach people how to make money online now.
Right.
So it's growing. I had to grow. But I want to be part of that elite force, not just an average person struggling in this economy.
Okay. Thank you very much, Matt. So Deborah, you heard the information today, being the part of the conventional forces or being part of the elite special forces. What's your take on that?
Well, I thought your information was awesome, especially since that is my passion. It's so funny when we talk and I stand up and the card lady says it's really not about the cards, it's about the relationships, and what you shared is so important and so relevant, because I would just encourage everybody to come out to this kind of environment. It's a Great Day Atlanta, where there are giving professionals like yourself, like Randall, that are anxious and willing to impart information to help you grow your business. It's just an awesome thing when professionals give that way, because it sets them apart as people of integrity, helps the other person, and that's just what I'm passionate about. Become part of the elite forces. Come out to It's a Great Day Atlanta.
Great, thank you, Deb. Fulvia, thanks for being here today. And you've heard our theme of the day, and you've heard the talks. What is your take on the conventional forces as opposed to the elite special forces? What do you think of that?
Well, I already feel I am part of the special elite because I am here, and I feel that I need to continue coming here because this is, being surrounded by people that want the same thing I want. They don't want to be ordinary people, okay? When I was laid off by my school system, who I had been working for 13 years, they let me go, and instead of crying and thinking, oh my God, I was laid off, now I don't, no. Actually, I saw that as an opportunity to really do what I want to do in life. Be my own boss, create my own business, give something to people, because I am profoundly, I am positive, I am happy, I am talented. I am a multi-talented person, and I feel I have a lot to give. So by being here, we can help each other do the same thing.
Great.
And I haven't survived. That was my hidden agenda. Today, I'm going to make a, not miracle, but magic.
Magic.
Wow.
That's my magic wand.
Okay.
There you go. Now from now on today, with this magic wand, you're going to have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much. Everyone have a wonderful day. Hey Todd, good to see you as always. And what do you think about the theme of today? Being a part of the conventional forces or being a part of the elite special forces? What does that mean to you?
You know, I've been thinking a lot about this topic, and what I think, really I've been thinking a lot about that for my business over the last few months after reading or actually listening to the Steve Jobs book, and you know, learning how he really, you know, it was about doing the best of the best of the best for him in all of his products. That's why everybody that has an Apple product, there's like this Apple force, you know, and when you hold an Apple product, you know you're holding something of great quality. How can you put great quality in your business? And what I've evaluated that for and kind of looked at what other businesses are doing out there, I've come up with this conclusion. I don't think it's really that difficult. You know, it's taking that little extra step, that little extra effort, and all of a sudden you've kind of started to rise out of the crowd. You know, I mean, it's easy to do the simple stuff. But it's the things like to send out cards that, you know, I'll admit I haven't done it. I got an account and I should be sending out cards. And you know, taking the time to learn how to do that and pop it out there and putting a little thought into that element. I love that, the idea that I can create my own card instead of going to the card shop and getting a box of cards that say thank you,
Right.
you know. I loved what you said and talked about, which, you know, what have you done for yourself to improve your education or learn something? I love Jim Rohn, and Jim Rohn talks about a few books, you know, and one real simple one that you think that you'd have to be reading if you really want to get from A to B, and that would be Think and Grow Rich. I mean, the guy went around and interviewed a bunch of people about how they did it. Another guy that did that was the guy that wrote Good to Great. That's a great book. So, you know, I would put both of those books on your reading list if you haven't done that, and all of a sudden you're going to be at a different level just reading those books and taking in some information.
Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Louis.
Gene, great to see you today. I'm happy you could make it. What do you think about the theme today, being a part of the conventional forces or the elite special forces? Do you have a take on that?
I really enjoyed the talk. You know, the idea of being part of the elite, I'm not sure that totally resonates with me, but the way you described it as to how to go for your best, that really did resonate. And I was thinking of a chiropractor I went to back when I lived in Florida. He used to end his session with you with a great deal of energy and force. Go forth and serve. And that has stayed with me because he made that impression on me. So I've enjoyed this talk very much, and it has spurred a need for action in me. You know, I'm a retired special ed teacher. And I've also taught English as a second language. And I've been in a retiring mode. So I'm really seeing that I can do more to build my business.
Great. Thank you very much for that input. I have the pleasure to be with my own personal motivator right now, Randall Phillips. Hey, Randall,
wow.
Great to see you.
I need some money then.
Yeah.
I love this.
That's awesome. All right. Well, let's talk about today's theme. I think it was a unique idea. I appreciate you coming up with it. What do you think about being a part of the conventional forces or being a part of that elite special forces?
As you were talking, I really enjoyed your presentation, by the way, and I really appreciate the fact that you take time out of your week to do that, because I know that you prepare a lot. That, to me, that's elite. One of the things that came to mind when you were talking, as well as the comments that we heard, was, I think, as a tip, what we encounter whenever all of us as business owners go somewhere to a networking event or we see someone who's giving us some help. Here's an elite tip. The person that's in that position of giving help, switch the game and help them. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I've been around a lot of people who I would spend money to go to their seminar or get their classes, buy their books, but one thing that always just blows their mind is when you say, is there something I can do to help you? They go, hey, because when you constantly are in the giving mode, as a person that's receiving, one of the things what Todd mentioned about Think and Grow Rich is, that's really one of the secrets of Think and Grow Rich is, a lot of people will say, like for instance, if they ran into Donald Trump, Donald Trump, can you give me some money? Or, you know, Bill Gates, can you give me some money? But nobody usually thinks about what they need. Just because they have a lot of money and have a lot of success, that's not all there is to life. And when you ask people like that, this is a big tip. What can I do to help you? You'll be surprised at the reaction that you get and what will happen in your life. And that's what I got from what you said.
Great, thanks, Randall.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Been lowered. Our expectations are that sometimes maybe that person will show up for that meeting. Maybe they'll show up on time. Maybe they'll return our phone call. And we're so shocked when actually someone calls us back immediately, or when an email is responded to. That's easy stuff to do, and people just don't do it. And that's going from just ordinary to extraordinary. I don't think that's so extraordinary. I just think it's just common sense. That's the last thing I just want to leave you